All right, so I believe I found a kind of hidden exploit or a hidden way to gain massive amounts of unique for your particular class. So a lot of y'all, if you've been playing Diablo 4 for a while, you understand that the grind gets crazy. And I've been doing some investigating, and I think I found a quick way to get around it. Let's check it out. So how about it, y'all? You got Hawg. Thanks for stopping by. Do me a favor, hit like and subscribe. That would really help the channel out, help me get more content to you. But look here, I was cruising around on the forums because I like to see what's going on. I like to lurk around there and see what the community's talking about. And I stumbled upon this post right here: hidden system restricting loot. Now, don't let me lose you. This isn't fixing to be a negative thing. I'm not fixing to go rant or talk about anything, but I want to give you the basis as to what made me think about why this works. And it's actually pretty surprising. So, a lot of the guys that are grinding, they've noticed that there's kind of a punishment system in play. Not to dive too deep into it, but if you, let's say you're werebear, you're only going to find stuff that's not to make your build better. Not, I guess I shouldn't use the word only, but a lot of times drops are happening for things that you're not geared for. You may have noticed this for yourself. You also may notice that uniques are not dropping near as much as they were during open beta. And you may notice that the more that you play your specific toon, a lot of us have a primary character toon. The more you play him, the less drops you're getting that are usable or uniques. You know, some of y'all are saying, I hadn't found uniques in days. Well, a lot of these really smart guys, they way bigger brain than I am. They were talking about some of the kind of debilitating returns on the loot system. So there's kind of the more you loot, the less you find to keep you playing, keep you going, and it's kind of an invisible push, keep a carrot on a stick. You won't find things and feel like you're done. So when I saw that, I went to my community and I seen other people were talking about it. And one guy made a real good observation. He said, if I stay off the game for 2 days and I come back, I start finding uniques. And I had seen the comments in here. There's a bunch of comments. There's 210 comments on here, but a few people were noticing that also. If they log off on their toon and come back on, they're going to get more uniques. No, that's not the secret. So don't click off. I do have an actual method to do it. I'm just setting the stage so you understand what the exploit is, okay? So that got me thinking, self, there's something to this. Well, today, y'all, I made a necro just because I'm trying some other builds out. And I'm talking about I got run through the first 2 capstones, and I had a unique. I made a rogue a couple of days ago. Got run through the first 2 capstones. Unique. So I said, there's something to that, right? So I had my community help me. We did, we counted the necro. Okay, so I made 2 more druids. First druid, run me through the capstone. Unique. It was Mother's Embrace. Deleted that character, made another character, had him run him through the capstone again, went to my stash, Hunter's Zenith. So I did 4 toons, uniques on every one. And then we tried it a little further and ran through one dungeon to see if it was a time-based thing. And it doesn't seem to be a time-based thing. So what we're seeing is you either make a new toon or you log off of your toon for a couple days. But either way, there's going to be a reward in place that's going to, I guess, kind of give you the maximum benefit to getting those drops. I mean, y'all, I'm talking about every single time that we did this, it dropped a unique. I expected there to be some kind of, a blank somewhere in there where you're not going to find it. It's not going to be there. But it was there every time. So give this a try, okay? You're going to have to make a new toon. So if you're playing Sorceress and you need this one unique, it's really a problem for druids. If you're looking for a certain druid unique, they're not dropping for you. I don't know about with the patch today, if they're going to fix the druid loot tables or if they just actually deleted the barb stuff out, but it seems like they messed with all the barb weapons, so everything's kind of in a cluster right now. But you get somebody, you ask one of your buddies, or you can come in our Discord and get to know some of the guys, and then, we don't mind helping you out for a minute, but get your buddy to help you make a new toon. So if you're running druid or you're running sorceress, make another sorceress. Go stand in the beginning, let him kill it all. He can get loot, drops, gold. He can, it's a win-win. It's not great experience, but if he needs gold or loot, it can help. Have him complete both dungeons, world tier The capstone going into World Tier 3 and the capstone going into World Tier 4. Do both of them. Don't do nothing. Just stand there at the beginning of the dungeon. Don't move. Don't teleport. Don't do nothing. Just let him kill everything. And then teleport back to town. When you're done with the second capstone, go to your stash and it will automatically have pulled everything out, and you should have a unique in there. It's happened literally, I'm talking about every single time. That's how I found telemetry pants for my druid. I could not get any uniques to drop whatsoever. I needed telemetry pants. I went and made a rogue. First drop was telemetry pants. It was absolutely unbelievable. Now, one thing to note about this, y'all, it's not always going to be ancient or ancestral. Golly, I keep calling it ancient. I'm just going to start calling it ancient from now on. Sometimes it's sacred, but if you're absolutely reliant on, let's say you need that one the wolf helm to go into storm, you could care less at this point whether it's sacred or ancient. Yeah, it'd be real nice to have it to be ancestral, but who cares? At least you've got a guaranteed way to farm. Now, a lot of times you can get an ancestral if it drops from World Tier 4. It just depends on what boss it drops from or what level or whatever. But we found it. The community believes in it now. It's a guaranteed way to get uniques. You just need somebody to help you that's willing and able. And maybe it'll help some of the guys that are already level 100 that want to pay back the community a little bit and help people out that are struggling. Because, y'all, there are a lot of us struggling right now, especially if you're playing Druid. And I know some of y'all are fixing to hit me in the comments and say, nobody's struggling. That's just you. You know, even with a new build, you still have problems finding items to try other builds. You know, we don't just want to play one build, and we don't just want to, you know, no life one tune. You want to play other things, but if you can't find aspects or items or uniques to make these other builds, like a lot of things on Druid right now are absolutely 100% reliant on having certain uniques. And if they never drop, you never find them, then you can't do the build. So hopefully this was, like I said, we tested this. This isn't speculation. There's the footage. We tested it. We made sure it worked. I'm talking about every time so far it's worked. Try it out for yourself. Let me know. Ask one of your buddies. Please, please, please help me out. Please drag me through the capstone. I mean, you could really run, if you got efficient with it, you could run 3 or 4 of these an hour and maybe get 3 or 4 uniques an hour. I mean, that's pretty damn good considering, you know, having to run dungeons. And there is, I mean, these guys on here, they're doing spreadsheet studies of the claims they're making with the hidden system to try to restrict your loot so that you'll, you know, kind of slow down with your progress, because, you know, the game right now is just kind of the skeleton of the game. You know, this is the base game, and they're going to keep adding on to it from here. And so they're trying to keep as much of the player base in as they can. And sometimes they'll do artificial things to try to keep you in until the seasons get here, because right now we're testing a lot of the game. We're reporting bugs. We're feeding back, and they want to make sure it's good for season. So that's what's going on. But let me know in the comments below what you think. I know it's a little bit of an exploit, but at this point in time, some of us are really wanting to try to get things done, try new builds, have fun with the game, and some of us are bashing our head against the wall. So hopefully this helps you out. Do me a favor, hit like and subscribe. If you need a Discord to run with, the House of Hawg, we ain't mile, we wild. Links in the description below. We've got build guides, we've got resources, we've got a general community, a clan, all kind of good stuff over there. And feel free to jump in voice chats and general discussions and all. Don't be shy. We're pretty cool. I'm hanging out in there all the time. And big shout out to MMOEXP, our sponsor for this video. Visit in the description below. Make sure you go check them out. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you next time.